Well, Jake, another big event, another pay-per-view. How are you feeling going into this one?
Always feeling amazing, man. This is the part I love the most, these fight weeks, and getting to actually go in there under the lights and perform. I think it's going to be a great fight night, great stacked card, so the fans are going to win from this one.
AJ, we've spoken a few times and it's always been a case of next man up, right? Regardless of the name, next man up. What does it matter? Just get those wins, get those wins.
Get the wins, get the wins, get the wins.
Yeah?
Yeah. Everyone tries to underestimate me, use my name for clout, and boost their career by fighting me. That's the best way he'll prove himself, is by fighting me.
Jake, you can fight basically anybody. You decide who your opponents are going to be. Why was this man the right opponent for right now?
I think this talk has been part of the conversation, and we've always wanted to fight each other. There's been some talk back and forth for a couple of years, and my goal is to become world champion, and the WBA and WBC plan on ranking me depending on my performance, and once I'm ranked, then I can go for the title shot. And he's a formidable opponent, former world champion. It's a great test, 10 rounds to get ready for what ultimately will be a world championship fight one day.
You think there's any chance this man can beat you?
Not a shot in hell. There's nothing he does that can offset anything I'm gonna do to him. Not a single thing. Cardio, pace, output, jabs, body work, inside fighting, wherever the fight goes, however the fight goes, he's gonna be outworked in every single round. And that's just the bottom line.
What is he gonna learn about you on fight night that he doesn't know right now?
He's gonna learn that I'm one of the most heavy-handed, fastest people in the sport of boxing, period. Out of every single weight class, pound for pound, I'm one of the strongest, hardest hitting people in the whole entire sport, and he's gonna learn that.
Think there's any chance you can lose to this man?
With all due respect, you don't underestimate anyone, but I know boxing very well. All this stuff that we talk about, I study Daniel, and I look at some of the things that he says, his characteristics, his boxing talent, you know, his upbringing and so on. All of it's irrelevant. Is he ready? Everything I tell you now is irrelevant. He will see.
So I'll ask both of you now as we wrap up, how does this fight end? Jake, we'll start with you.
Knockout, early rounds, easy work. Another spectacular knockout to add to my highlight reel. And it's gonna be a relatively easy night for me.
Easy night, he says. How do you think this fight ends?
Honestly, speaking from the bottom of my heart, aside from belts and aside from it being him, I'm just ready to fight.
The internet exploded after Jake Paul called Anthony Joshua a loser for his defeat to Du Bois. Now the two can finally face each other, and everyone is waiting to see what happens next.
Excuses, and when I beat this man, all the boxing media, like you guys always do, are gonna discredit it. But I'm gonna expose him and I'm gonna embarrass him. You know, he's the embarrassment of Mexico. People don't realize how good I actually am, and when he feels those first punches, he's gonna wanna quit and go back to his stool.
As excitement grows around this huge matchup, legends, promoters, and fans are all sharing their thoughts.
I want to fight Anthony Joshua, exclusive, because I know that I will beat Anthony Joshua. I know I will beat. Knocked out, right? Yeah. He doesn't have a chin, and he has no skill, and he's stiff. And I love you, Anthony. We're friends. But I want to fight you. I will beat Canelo. I will beat a lot of people. I will not beat David Bennett.
At the same time, Adam Catataradel sent a strong warning to Jake Paul, telling him not to step in the ring with Anthony Joshua. He said the fight is extremely dangerous because the size, power, and skill levels of both men are nowhere near equal. In his view, Paul is walking into something he cannot handle, and one punch could end very badly for him.
If he steps in with Anthony Joshua, and it's a proper fight and there's no restrictions or anything like that, he's going to get hurt. It is dangerous. It is bad for the sport. It should absolutely not happen. I know that the people will be saying, well, business, money, all these types of things. Come on, man. There's a cut-off point at some point, isn't there? If he steps in with Joshua, Joshua will hurt him badly and it will reflect badly on the sport.
He and many other boxing experts raised concerns, saying the fight has gone far beyond entertainment and entered a risky zone. Cattle said the match should not happen at all. He believes Joshua could seriously hurt Paul in seconds, and once the bell rings, no one can step in if things get worse. Cataterol added that boxing has a duty to protect its fighters instead of putting their health at risk.
He's not at the level. Listen, I know that people are down on Anthony Joshua, but we're talking about an Olympic gold medalist and two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world. Come on. It's disrespectful to the sport. It's like you're saying that lads, you play footy, right? It's like me, who plays for the Dog and Duck, saying that I can get on a pitch with you lads and run rings around you. Not a cat in hell's chance. It's never happening, is it? So come on, let's not be daft about it. If you want an exhibition later on when Joshua's finished, all right, well, maybe have a little bit of a fun then and a little bit of a move around. But as a professional contest, do me a favor, stay away.
The argument is simple. The gap between a top heavyweight like Joshua and someone as new as Paul is too big. Putting a beginner against one of the hardest punchers in the sport is extremely dangerous. This is not a movie set. If something terrible happens, there is no second chance, and the damage could last forever. The mismatch is huge, and ignoring the danger would be irresponsible. These fears were repeated by Benavidez Sr., who said Joshua's size, power, and championship experience make this a major imbalance. Still, he said Joshua must stay focused because boxing is unpredictable and anything can happen, especially late in the rounds.
Don't count him out. I think that's a very dangerous fight for Jake Paul. But at the end of the day, we could have a big upset, But I think that AJ is too much for Jake Paul at this point, and he's bigger than Jake Paul, in my opinion.
Benavidez Sr. also pointed out how unpredictable the sport is. He said that even though Paul is a major underdog, shocking moments do happen. If everything went Paul's way, he could land something big. He admitted Joshua is better in almost every area, but the unpredictability is what makes boxing thrilling. One clean shot can change everything. However, the risk Paul faces remains huge and shouldn't be overlooked. Even with criticism, the fight has people excited. Paul's supporters want to see how his confidence and unusual style compare to Joshua's precision, strength, and experience. The main question stays the same. Can Paul survive long enough to make an impact? Can he make Joshua see him as a real threat? Benavidez Jr. didn't hold back. He warned everyone about how dangerous this really is. When he heard Paul agree to the fight, he reminded people that Joshua is operating on a different level. His size, knockout power, and accomplishments make this more than a big step. It's a leap into serious danger. Paul has never faced anything this intense.
I don't think that's not the case, that he's gonna get Jake Paul. At the end of the day, Jake Paul has been training hard too, and he's a pretty good fighter. I don't think he would take him out in 2-3 rounds. I think maybe in the later rounds, or it might go to decision, but I don't think that Jake Paul can take AJ out. Or AJ could take Jake Paul. Maybe, but I don't know. It's just going to be an exciting fight. I think I want to see that fight.
Experts have been straightforward. In professional boxing, Anthony Joshua is not just another name. He's an Olympic gold medalist and a 2-time heavyweight world champion. Compared to Jake Paul, he's in a completely different class. Eddie Hearn was direct as well. He said this matchup is mainly about entertainment and money. It isn't a true competitive fight. Joshua's plan is simple: finish Paul quickly, get paid, and move on. There's no reason to pretend this is anything more than a money event.
Give 100% respect to Jake Paul, but that's a dangerous fight for him. He probably gets knocked out, and I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not saying nothing bad, but Anthony Joshua is Anthony Joshua. He's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him. Yeah. But big respects to Jake Paul. It's gonna be a good card. It's a big fight. And it's a good fight, man. I give 100% respect to Jake Paul for even taking that.
Jake Paul didn't just announce the challenge. Right after the fight became official, he jumped on YouTube and started attacking Joshua with insults. Each comment made the internet even wilder. Right now, this fight is the center of attention, and pressure is building. Paul didn't back down either. He fired back again, claiming he would expose Joshua's weaknesses and show the world that Joshua's durability isn't what people think it is. Paul insists he's not doing this for money. He believes he's about to shake up the sport. He talks like nothing can stop him and wants everyone to know he's serious.
going to get a load of money to knock Jake Paul's spark out. That's it, mate. I want to see him get chinned. I do. And if we're going to get paid a fortune for the pleasure, sign me up. That's it. That's it. You know, I mean, I'm kind of past the days of trying to spin it to you. And you're better off saying why are you doing this? For the money and for the giggles. That's really what
Jake pushed even further, saying Joshua has already been beaten before and those same weaknesses can be exposed again. He believes that if he applies non-stop pressure and forces Joshua into tough spots, cracks will appear. He says he's ready to risk everything and that fans will see the results for themselves. Paul wants to prove that pressure can break even the biggest names. This matchup has sparked a worldwide discussion about what boxing has become today. Is it real competition or just entertainment driven by social media? Even with all the criticism, every new clip, comment, and viral moment adds more fuel to the hype. This fight has gotten more attention than almost anything lately. Whether you like it or not, one thing is certain. When the bell rings, the whole world will be watching. Paul says if he wins, it will shock everyone and become one of the sport's biggest upsets. He kept provoking Joshua by saying he would expose his chin and even placing $1 million bet on Tyson Fury. It only made the situation hotter. Tommy Fury laughed at the idea, calling the matchup ridiculous and questioning whether it's even a real contest. He said the whole situation is chaos disguised as serious boxing. Dana White also spoke up. He said the fight makes no sense as a real sporting contest, but admitted the event is huge and impossible to ignore. Even he said he would watch it, which shows how strong the hype is.
And did you see the fight that's reportedly being worked on for December 19th in Miami?
Did I see the fight being worked on December 19th in Miami?
Yeah.
No.
Did you know which fight I'm talking about?
No.
Right now.
Jake Paul, Joshua.
Oh, Jesus. That's a fucking bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what. A lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. Then I think everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for.
Frank Warren took a calmer, more experienced approach. He agreed on what everyone can see. The difference between these two fighters is massive. One is an Olympic gold medalist and natural heavyweight. The other is a celebrity who entered boxing recently. That kind of gap creates danger and uncertainty. Warren said it's like two completely different worlds meeting. From his viewpoint, that clash is what makes the fight both exciting and worrying. He believes Joshua will easily win. A two-time world champion facing someone with no amateur background and only a handful of professional fights. Warren has spent decades in the sport, so his perspective carries weight. He studies every detail, showing how unusual and important this fight is. He also gave Paul credit for taking such a huge risk and chasing a world title shot. Most fighters wouldn't accept something this dangerous. His respect for Paul adds another layer to the story and highlights how serious this matchup really is.
Take your hat off to Jake Paul, he's stepping right up. He's going in with a live fighter, and you know, it's going to be a tough night for him. I think he'll be a big underdog for obvious reasons, but he believes he can win it.
Willie Hutchinson also shared his thoughts. He looked at the full picture and focused on the financial side. The stakes are massive, and he knows it. He admitted that Paul landed an incredible opportunity, but he also said the whole idea is strange. In his eyes, this fight is a mix of fame, money, and real danger. He respects Paul's courage, but questions why he's taking such a risk. He said Joshua could use this as a warm-up before facing Tyson Fury and maybe retire afterward. Many people are hooked on the idea of Paul versus Joshua. Experts, legends, and promoters all pointed out the huge difference in skill, experience, and physical ability between the two. On one side is Jake Paul, a celebrity-turned boxer. On the other side is one of the most decorated heavyweights of this era.